Okay then, so we're getting to that time of year now where natural water's come into play a lot more than sort of commercials, especially on the feeder. So I'm going to run through with you how I set up the Paternoster. It's a forgotten art form really, you know, sort of Paternoster feeder fishing, because on commercials you can't use fixed feeders, whereas natural waters, pretty much everything goes apart from big dirty rusty barbed hooks. Actually, you can use dirty rusty barbed hooks and everything. Right, so first things first, snap link swivel. Mainline wise, sort of £6 or £8. It doesn't really make a blind bit of difference. Obviously, waggler fishing, you've got to use finer line, but feeder fishing, don't matter. So I'm going to thread the snap link swivel up the line, pull down around sort of 18 inches, and then what I'm going to do is double the line back over. Now, depending on the amount of silt on the bottom of the lake bed, depends on how long you have your sort of Paternoster. So if it's not too silty, I tend to stick to sort of 5 or 6 inches. If it's really silty, I'll pull it down to sort of like 9, 10 or 12 inches. Then what that allows you is, obviously when your feeder's in the silt, your line is on top of the silt with your hook length on, so you get proper true bites. Now, where I'm fishing today, it's not too silty, so I'm going to bring that back to around sort of 6 inches, something like that. Right, so I'm going to go through 3 times on this now. So that's 1, 2, 7, 5. 3 or 4 times, don't really make a blind bit of difference. Right, so just before you pull it right tight, just moisten it a little bit. And that's what you're left with. So there we have the start of the foundations of our Paternoster. Now, what we want to do with this bit of line, I'm going to get rid of that, we don't need that bit. So, that line, where's that line come from? I thought I put him away. That snap link swivel, obviously we can change, we can put like cage feeders on, normal feeders, maggot feeders, bombs, this, that and other, put all sorts on that. But I want to show you how I attach the hook length. It's a bit different to how most anglers do it. Just get them out of the way first, I'll show you them in a bit. Come over and get a hook length out. Now hook lengths, I tend to go for sort of like 3 foot to start with. Now the beauty of our new hook length boxes, you'll see we've got these rubber grommets, and what I've done, you can see like all my hook lengths, my 3 foot hook lengths are wrapped around them, so there's no kinks whatsoever in the line. Oh yeah. So I'll put that down. Get him out. We've not even got him out, Rich. Oh, he's out now. Right, so getting on this now then, Rich. So what I'm going to do, so that's trapped in my legs with either a feeder or a bomb on it. The hook length I'm going to put under the line. So we're on the main line, the single bit of main line at the minute. And now what I'm going to do is get the hook and pass it through the loop of the hook length. And then what I'm going to do is pull down that tight, so that goes onto the main line, but the knot that you've put in, it actually acts as an anchor, it stops on that. And that is basically the finished Paternoster. So we've got that nice long hook length on. When you chuck it in, you know, you give it a big sweep back so that your bait is coming over where your feeder's landing. So let me show you how easy it is now. Get the snap link swivel. We can sort of change between, you know, little sort of maggot feeders. Have a little cheeky maggot feeder on there. Or you can change to a cage feeder or a bomb. It depends what the fish want on the day, really. We've been doing really well on the maggot feeder today. You know, there's been lots of silvers showing, and you know, it's sort of like typical for the time of year in the winter, you know, putting little bits of bait in, little bits of ground bait, sometimes some pellets, or loose feeding with a bomb over the top can work really well. But if you follow them steps, you know, get yourself out on some natural waters, because you can have fantastic fishing. If you're getting lots of liners or fish like really hook deep, then all you've got to do is change your hook length, you know, come back to sort of like 2 foot. Again, if you're missing bites or getting smashed maggots, like fish deep hooked, just change it again, just come a little bit shorter. But what you'll find usually is around sort of like 3 foot is about the right length of hook length. So go out and give it a try. Boof!